I just get overwhelmed, you guys. I get overwhelmed so very easily. Like, that is the one negative thing that I would have to say about myself, is that I have a lot of negative things, but this is the one that I don't like the most, is that it's hard for me to slow down, reflect, take my time, and take a deep breath. I just instantly just get overwhelmed. My emotions get flooded. My head gets crazy. It's just so much going on. So here's the recent emotional world spin I've been on lately. I kind of talked about this before, about being a mom and how overwhelming it is and how tired I get and all the changes that it come with or whatever. But like recently, this has been something that has been sitting on me very heavily lately. So I just want to share, maybe some other moms out there can relate and connect to what I'm talking about. And that's like, I guess it could be called mom guilt. Like when you need your space away from your kids, and it's like you absolutely need it or you're gonna go crazy, like you're gonna lose your mind, but you still feel bad for wanting and needing that space. Like, that's where I'm at right now. So if you guys are new to my channel, if you've never seen me before, or if you have been and it's been a long time and you haven't seen my very old videos, I decided to quit my full-time job in basically corporate America, and at the time was getting paid decent amount of money to be a full-time mom. And this is before I had my second daughter. I'm like, you know what, I need time to just exist in this moment. I've been working since I was 14 years old. You know, I had cars and lived on my own, and I've done a lot of different things that I felt like a lot of people were trying to accomplish, but I've never been a mom. And I didn't have the best experience growing up when it came to having a mom. So being a mom and really digging deep into that mommy thing was very serious for me. So I took mommyhood very seriously. I wanted my daughter to have all of me. I didn't want to give her my sloppy 2 hours before I go to sleep to get ready to do the cycle of work all over again. Like, I just felt like my daughter needed all of me, but also I needed me. And work was just totally depleting me of all of my energy. Like, I never had anything left when I came home from work. So I made the decision to quit my job. Looking back, would I have done it better than what I did in the moment? Probably yes, because it put a lot of stress on the family, but here we are now. We made it through, thank God. It was a struggle. The struggle's still real, but I'm glad we're not where we used to be. So anyway, yeah, y'all. So sometimes knowing that, like, you quit your job to be a full-time mom, why do you allow yourself to get so overwhelmed, worked up, or whatever? And I'm like, constantly battling myself with these thoughts and these emotions, like, why can't I get a hold of this thing? Like, what am I missing? Is this normal? You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, because I don't think that I've ever seen a healthy relationship between mother and daughter throughout my lifetime. Like, obviously nobody is perfect, but communication is not very open in my family. Like, we're not very transparent. So a lot of things I'm kind of just figuring out on my own. So sometimes I find myself trying to like figure this thing out. Like, is this a normal emotion? Is this a normal thought? Should I feel this way? Should I think this way? Like, it's just a crazy experience being a mom. And I feel like a lot of times moms are not given enough credit for how much and how heavy our roles are, especially when we are trying to be good parents, like, and good moms. So yeah, y'all, I just, you know, I think like to myself sometimes, like, am I being ungrateful because I want to start working on me and start focusing on me again? Or should I wait till my kids are 18 and out the house? Like, when is it a good time to just find that balance, separate myself a little bit from my mommy roles to start going ahead and digging back into what makes me happy? And sometimes that makes me feel selfish. Like, I guess I'm not confident in the way that I think and the decisions that I need to make. You know, it's only when I get very, very, very stressed out or I'm getting ready to spaz out that I go ahead and make a decision to change things around the household. And I feel like that's very unhealthy because at that point, I'm already far gone emotionally. My anxiety is already to the roof, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how do I maneuver through this without the mom guilt, without feeling like I'm being selfish? Like, how do we as women move through these different phases of life in a healthy way? Is it because we're lacking the village and the transparency amongst ourselves and our families? Like, what is it gonna take for mothers to be healthy all around, mentally, physically, and all of that? Like, it's just a lot to take on, y'all. Like, I don't be knowing what to do. I don't be knowing what to say. I don't be knowing how to feel. It just be crazy. And like, so for instance, like the other day, like I went to the gym. One of my biggest things right now is getting back physically healthy, because that my physical health and mental health are connected. They're one. If one is out, the other one is out, and I don't like that feeling. So for me to feel good and healthy, I need to be moving my body, working out or whatever. And I said all that to say, I was at the gym and a news clip, or the news was on, and it was about the immigrant children that have been separated from their families, and their moms is looking for their children and everything like that. And I mean, this is not new news, but this is the first time that I'm physically laying eyes on like these moms just breaking down, crying. And I choose not to look at these things because I am visually sensitive. Like, I can't look at certain things because it just throws me completely off. Me hearing the story is enough for me. I can do my own pictures in my head. But it just so happened that this story was on the TV right in front of me, so I had no choice but to look at it, because you can't change the channel. And I just had this moment where I was like filled with so much guilt. Like, look at these parents that are so desperate to be with their children and so desperate to find their children, and here I am with both of my girls healthy, happy, and loud as ever, you know, and they bring so much joy to my life. But I still feel overwhelmed and overworked, and it's just so crazy. Like, I feel bad for these moms that want their children. Here I am trying to find space away from my children. Like, I don't even know like how to juggle that, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I don't have control over what goes on in the world, but the world and what's going on in the world affects how I feel sometimes, and I don't know how to get through that, like, because it feels selfish just to focus on me. I don't know if that's toxic thinking, trauma thinking, I don't know, y'all, and I'm just like, what do I do, you know? I don't know, but I do think that my next step, a necessary step, is to have a schedule where I get out of the house every single day, because being at home 24/7 is just not healthy for me. I have to get out and socialize, and if that means I have to get a job, start working again, then that's just what a girl gotta do. Cause I'm like, this cleaning up, cooking, picking up, like, y'all, that's all I do 24/7. Clean up, wash up, cook, do hair. Like, obviously I'm grateful that I have these roles and that I'm responsible for two beautiful little girls, but there's more to me than just that. And I'm just at a place in my life where I want to tap into that more side even more, like, you know, beyond this YouTube thing, like on a spiritual level, and just really dig deep. And I know I say this a lot if you watch my videos all the time, but that's because I really want it, and I just never have the time to do it. And it's just like, where do you get the time? Or do you just continue to just say, well, whenever it happens, it'll happen? And then you look up 5-10 years later and it's like nothing ever happened. Like, so what do you do? How do you move forward? How do you find that balance? It's just so crazy. And how do you do that without feeling like you're being ungrateful and selfish? Because that guilt is so real. And it's like, well, I know I'm a good mom, and I know I do the best that I can do for my girls, so why do I feel so guilty? Like, what is that about? I don't know. Maybe y'all can drop some knowledge in the comments. Help your girl out. I know I do this a lot, but this is my therapy, you know, like turning this camera on and sharing my feelings and my thoughts is very therapeutic. I apologize if you guys don't like these kind of videos, but this is where I'm at right now. Like, I am trying to break through some new space, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, every time that I think that I got a good lead on something, I just get knocked back down 5 more spaces. And it's just like, when will I break these chains? When will I make way? When will I be able to stay consistent and just be on, you know, that path of just moving forward without something making me feel like I'm falling 10 steps backwards? Or is that even a thing? Is that the life? Is that the life that I live? Am I always going to be on this path where I go up and to move back some? Like, what? I don't know. I know I'm rambling a lot, but, you know, I had to get that off my chest. And hopefully me expressing myself is helpful to somebody out there that's going through that same thought process, because life is so crazy and it's so hard to stay positive all the time. You know, it's just a crazy cycle. And I don't be knowing what to do or say. So that's that, y'all. I know I haven't done much new content, but I am where I am. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to make the best of it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I do have some great news coming up. I do. I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna get through this as per usual. But I think that this new thing that's coming our way is gonna be a good move for the family. I think good stuff is happening. I'm speaking into existence. Just stay with me. Just bear with me. Be on the journey with me, you guys. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Alright, y'all. Peace out. See y'all on my next video.